Hey, what's shaking YouTube? It's Andrew, and sorry, one second. Okay. What's shaking YouTube? It's Andrew, and I got a haul, and oh, I'm sorry. Without getting into the haul real fast, I would like to announce that King Joe's back. That's awesome. I'm glad to see him again. It seems like I haven't seen him for a really long time, and now he's back, and that's awesome. So, Joe, this is the real return of the king, not Aragorn taking his throne at the end of Lord of the Rings. Joe returning to YouTube is the real Return of the King. So I'm glad to see you again. If you guys haven't seen Joe's videos, go check them out because Joe is very knowledgeable about comics, about collectibles. He collects statues, action figures, sports cards. So go ahead and check out his videos. They're awesome. Okay, back to the haul. My There's a shop that I go to close to my house where I get all these really cool deals, and my brother plays Magic the Gathering, and this guy is really trying to get into Magic, so he's been hosting all these tournaments. And so my brother went down there a little while ago, and he wanted me to go with him. So I'm like, okay, why not? I got some trade stuff, maybe. He mentioned he was the shop owner Tony was mentioning that he was looking for some new 52 stuff and stuff like that, newer stuff. So I had a stack about like this. So I went and took him down there, and I wanted to see what I could get for him. It was just some random stuff. I had some Xenoscope in there. I had some Marvel Now stuff, some random new 52 titles I'm not reading. So he said, "How about 40 for the stack?" I'm like, "For 40 store credit for the stack." I'm like, "Okay, works for me." So I started looking around. I pulled out some stuff. He's got all of his long boxes. If the book's not bagged, it's a quarter. If it's bagged, it's $1. And if it's on his racks, it's cover price. So I'm like, okay. So I started going through, and I found some stuff. I'll kind of work my way up to the goodness. So we'll start out with, I ended up getting Marvel Secret Wars #4. I'm still missing most of the issues for this, but hey, I'm closer. And I thought I didn't have this yet, so I went home, and I'm like, yes. I also ended up getting Marvel Secret Wars #5. However, as you can see, I already had it. So I've only got 3 issues of the series and 2 copies of one of the issues, but oh well, it was a quarter, you can't beat it. So let's see, next. I got Reign of the Superman, Adventures of Superman issue 501. This is the one with, I'm going to say the Eradicator in it. This is the last one of those die-cut covers I needed. He had one where somebody had actually cut the first page out. This one here with him on it. They actually cut this page out and used it like a mini poster, so it went straight to the comic. So basically, you got this die-cut Superman logo here, but it had comic behind it instead of the logo on his jacket. And I almost bought it for a quarter just because, you know, it looked kind of neat. But I didn't. I just ended up ponying up the quarter and getting the one that was in good shape. Let's see. I also picked up Adventures of Superman issue 500. I didn't have this cover yet, so I thought it was some kind of a variant. And I don't remember if this was like a newsstand copy or not a newsstand copy, a direct copy or something. But the Superman looks kind of cool. Let's see. I got some Batman. Got Batman issue 398, just filling some holes. Two-Face there when he had the green face. 399. I remember a while back when Poet Skinny was still doing all his videos. He was mentioning that this cover terrified him, and so I've always been wanting to pick it up, but finally found it for a quarter, so take it. Let's see. This one cost me $1, but I was missing it, so it's Silver Surfer issue 50. Nice shiny Silver Surfer with there with Thanos. This is a second printing, but you know what? For $1, I don't care. Let's see. I ended up getting Tales to Astonish #1 with the Submariner. You know, I like Prince Namor. I mean, he's kind of grown on me a little bit. I've read some Invaders and stuff. I actually like him. And this cover's pretty cool with his giant trident. There's wings on his feet that the Hulk eventually rips off. Let's see. I'll show you guys this one next. I ended up picking up uh, Marvel Comics Presents Wolverine #1. That's a really cool Wolverine. I was disappointed that I didn't make a big profit on this, but you know what? The cover's cool, so I'm cool. These next 3 books, you guys are probably gonna be thinking, Andrew, I thought you didn't like this character. Why are you buying them? And I bought them because they were $1 a piece, and I heard that the story was decent, and this story just came out like last year, so I figured if at least I could find somebody else who maybe missed them and trade them. So I haven't read them yet because I'm missing issue 4. But Deadpool Kills Deadpool #1. Deadpool Kills Deadpool #2. I love the whole chimichanga truck and everything, and the dynamite, all that. You can't see it, but there's a Pac-Man Deadpool right there. I love this cover, so it was definitely worth $1 just for the cover. And then issue 3 and 4. Let's see. Okay, now we're going to work our way up to some of the goodness. I ended up getting a black polybagged Death of Superman. This was I don't remember how much it was. It was like I think $5, but I didn't have one. I've got an opened one, and I've got the open one with all the goodies in it. But I did not have a sealed one, so I got that in on the deal. I read somewhere that this book was was a variant cover, and it was really hard to find. So I ended up picking it up for a cover price, and it's Reign of the Superman, Superman issue 82, and it's got this really cool hollow foil cover with Cyborg Superman in the background, and this cover is actually just a giant piece of foil, and it's attached with a little tab on the side. But yeah, it's just one giant piece of foil, and it's in mint condition. I actually swapped out the bag. You could tell that this book was in the original bag and board since the day it was released, because it was discolored around here, around the edge, and yeah, he gave it to me for $3. So from what I understand, this book's really hard to find. So next, I got an upgrade on my Breaking the Batman issue 497. Mine had a slight fold right here around Batman's head. It actually looked like somebody tried to decapitate him with a fold. But it was only a slight fold. But yeah, this was a mint one. I got it for $1, so I'll take that. This one is an extra copy, but for $1 I couldn't pass it up. And if anybody needs it, just give me a holler. I'll be more than willing to trade it. It's Superman Superman Man of Steel issue 18, the first appearance of Doomsday. It is in mint shape. All the corners are crisp. There's no spine rollage, no nothing. And it's also a newsstand copy. So if anybody needs this, give me a holler. I've got 2 copies. This one I've seen people picking up for $1, picking up for, however much, getting all these amazing deals on it. And I'm like, well, crap. Everybody else is getting this book, and I want to get it before the movie comes out. And I was like, man, I'm never gonna get it. Where's my deal? Wine, wine, wine. Poor me. I don't find it. But then I went down to his shop. I was digging through some stuff. I was helping him sort some stuff out, and I found this that he sold me for cover price. That's right. X Factor #6, the first appearance of Apocalypse. This is in great shape. There's nothing wrong with it, except for just maybe a tiny little bit of spine rollage right there. But from what I understand, you can press that out. But yeah, everybody's like, "Oh, I got mine for $1. I found mine in the dollar bin. I got mine for $2 or whatnot. I got mine for cover price, which was 75 cents. So I challenge you guys to beat that. So I got my copy of X Factor #6. I can cross that off my Holy Grail list because I grew up in the '90s. I remember him in the cartoon, and I've already got the Mr. Sinister first appearance. I've already got most of the other villains from that. I'm missing Mojo. I'm sorry, I'm missing Mojo because I haven't been able to find a Long Shot's little miniseries. So, but that is a major X-Men villain, and I got his first appearance, so I'm happy. And finally, uh, we got some trades. I ended up getting Crisis on Multiple Earths. This is the first trade, and I forget how much he charged me for this, but it wasn't that much. I managed to find it. He didn't even know he had it, so he's like, take it cheap. So I'm happy with that. I'm working on getting a lot of the Crisis books. I just picked up Identity Crisis. You guys saw in my last video. I read it. It was amazing. If you guys haven't read Identity Crisis, you need to pick it up just for the fight with Deathstroke. If you guys just want to skip over the rest of the amazing story, just go right to the fight with Deathstroke. It's awesome. But yeah, so I'm working on my Crisis runs. I'm still missing, believe it or not, Crisis on Infinite Earths. I know. Andrew, what kind of a slacker are you? You haven't picked that up? You know, you're going after extra copies of whatnots, and you still don't have Crisis on Infinite Earths? It's on my to-do list, guys. It's on my to-do list. Trust me, I'm going to pick it up. The last two books I have, one of them's a trade, and one of them is, I'll show you the other one in a second. I had what I thought was a first print of this book, and then I found out that it was actually a first print of the new printing, so if that makes sense. So I saw this behind the counter, and I asked him how much he wanted for it, and he told me $10. So I ended up getting this, looking at it, examining it, and just thinking. I remember a while back he had a copy of Batman Digital Justice, which was a crappy, horrible graphic novel, but it's a rare graphic novel. And he wanted $10 for it, and I'm still shooting myself in the foot for not buying it. I'm going, I could have had Digital Justice in my collection. The story wasn't that good, but it's a rare book. And it was one of those computer-generated ones from the late '80s, early '90s. So, I mean, the art style I wasn't a fan of either, but it was different and it was neat, so I should have picked it up. But I'm like, I'm not shooting myself in the foot this time. I'm picking it up. I'm getting it. And that book is Batman, Son of the Demon. This is the Elseworld story where Damian is created. But they don't call him Damian, he's just a baby. But the thing that makes it neat is that there is an intro by Mark Hamill. My copy, which is a newer printing, does not have the intro by Mark Hamill. So I was looking this up just to see if I made a good deal on it. This thing's going for like $40. This is a first printing, and I'm like, I think I made a good deal. Not that I'm ever going to get rid of it or anything. I keep saying, I made a good deal, I'm going to make all this money, but I don't sell my books, guys. I read them, and I enjoy them, and then I like showing them to you guys, because I like you guys, when you're like, oh, did you know this about this book? Did you know this? I love learning. I love learning about my books, and I love learning about you guys' books, too. You guys collect different things than I do. And I've gotten turned on to so many things by watching you guys' videos. Um, Hans has gotten me introduced to so many of the older Silver and Golden Age titles that I'm never going to be able to own, but I can find them in reprints and things like that. He's shown me so much of the history behind things, which leads us to Tim Hauermaus. You're always showing me that, like you did a video about the Mutant Massacre a little while ago, and I learned about how all these other X titles fit in too, and that's what led me to X Factor. I'm starting to pick up X Factor now, and you've led me to titles that were really awesome, like Astro City. If you guys aren't reading Astro City, pick it up. It's so amazing. It's basically a superhero title with all new superheroes, and it's got villains, it's got common people, it's got villains that are there for one panel, some that are reoccurring. It's got story arcs. It's just amazing, guys. Pick it up. Um, then we've got Tony. Why not art? Tony, you collect all of those like Red Circle and Epic and Pacific and Malibu comics and all those ones that I've heard of but I don't know anything about. So now that I've seen you and seen how excited you are about some of these titles, it's put them on my radar. So now I'm trying to find them and read them just to see what they're all about. Because I mean, if you're that excited about them, there's got to be something cool in them. So, oh, I'm sorry. The last book I bought was a newsstand copy of Alf. That's right, Alf. It's one of those, like, I know you guys go to the grocery store, you still see the Archie ones up there, or the Betty and Veronica ones up there. And usually, you know, while your wife's loading all the groceries onto the conveyor, you're standing there looking at them. Yeah, this one's Alf. This one's from 1989. And yeah, this was done by Marvel Comics, believe it or not. It doesn't say any Marvel on the cover or anything. But if you look on the page down here at the bottom, I know you're not going to be able to look at it, but way down here somewhere it says Marvel Comics. But yeah, it's got all these little different stories, and they're all about Alf. So, in my opinion, as cool as some of that other stuff is, bam, Alf. Alright. In closing, guys, you know, I just talked about how much I've learned from the community, and that's just 3 people. I mean, I've learned about comics from Vin Crew, Cruise Crusader. I've learned from Hitman Von Doom. Man, your videos are awesome. I love how open you are about you've got some stuff going on, but you're not willing. But you're willing to just lay it all out there so you can help us from your experiences. Red Vitamin Blue, great X-Men fan. Hippie's Collectibles, come on, Hippie, come on. The guy collects awesome books. He plays the guitar awesome. He enjoys movies, older movies, and I'm sorry, Hippie, but your show's gonna be gone soon because your assistant, Destructo Girl, is gonna take your show. It's gonna be the Sophia show with Hippie, is what it's gonna turn into. Um, King Joe's back. He's doing videos. You guys need to check him out. Captain Strangeliffe, Hauermaus. If you guys want to see just how funny and hilarious a video can be, watch Greco Fabulous, man. The guy puts so much effort into his videos, and he edits them in such a way that it's just hilarious. And I know he says that his unedited ones aren't funny, but they're hilarious. You got to watch them too. Watch him talking about RoboCop. The guy is very, very serious about RoboCop. And guys, there's so many more of you guys out there. Oh, I almost forgot about Full Killer. Full Killer, my friend, my trade buddy. We've done so many trades so far, and the guy's got a huge collection. He's a great guy to talk to. His son does amazing art. If you want to learn about the Yankees or just see how dedicated somebody can be to a sports team, watch his videos. Watch his comic room. It's almost divided in half. Half Yankees, half comics. It's awesome. The guy is very passionate about both. and his videos are so cool to watch. And that's just like 10 people, guys. I'm missing the other 95% of YouTube out there, guys. Our community's huge, but which is cool because if I want to learn about Spider-Man, I know people that are interested in Spider-Man. I had questions about Captain America, so I asked Hippie about Captain America. Um, just get out there and watch some videos, guys. Make some friends. There's a lot of good people out here, guys. Just just do me a solid, and if you guys have any negative comments, just and then they're not constructive, just maybe leave them to yourself because I know I don't like people, saying, "Hey man, your video sucks," and thumbs downing me for no reason. If my video sucks, tell me why it sucks, guys. Just common courtesy. I mean, if I don't like something about your video, I'm going to say, hey, maybe you could have done this a little better. Or if I look like the Blob, that's cool, I guess. Just, I really don't need to know that I look like the Blob. So yeah, guys, just get out there and have fun with your hobby and enjoy sharing with others. Thanks for watching, guys. See ya.